It's your boy Feast. Welcome back to the channel. You know, it's just views and vibes. Views and vibes. That's what it's all about, man. Views and vibes. It's feeling good and just letting the mind clear out so you can contemplate and think about your next step. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. I'm back. I hope you guys ain't got tired of me yet. Like I said in the last episode, I wanted to talk about, in this episode, just a continuation of why I agree with it being with going on at least 8 occasions with a person and to getting to know them before you decide whether you should really consider them to be who you should be with. Now, I'm only giving you straight facts, so you have to be truthful about when you're out there dating. If you're not out there playing games, whether this is something you really want to know, whether this person is the person for you, or do you want to be one of those people that just complain and say, hey man, ain't nobody out here for me, the men don't do right. You just went with your right mate. Somebody willing to do right by you. Somebody looking at you and saying, oh my God, what did you create? It's men, us men, man, we look at women like that, man. That's what I tell people, man. That's where the value is at, is in the character of the person. They physical, yeah, they physical gonna turn you on. Something about them, you just like the way they walk, like the way they just turn and look at you and smile, and it just make you feel good, you know, about even conversing with them. But of course, we done got away from those times. It just feel good to even talk about it. And now when a man is looked at, now he's pretty much being mugged. I know I get it. And if I'm getting it, man, I know pretty much the majority of men are getting it. I'm not saying everybody's doing it, but I know the majority is getting it. But why is it important to go on at least 8 occasions, according to Dorsey? If you guys don't know her, she's been a person that's been a social media influence, talking her stuff. One of the real ones, you know what I'm saying? One of the ones I salute, like what she doing on her platform in terms of what she talk about. But I was listening to her. It's actually the episode I listened at was on her on the trap with Carlos Miller and them from Wild and 85 South Boys. And they talked about the 8 reasons of the 8 occasions she think you should go on, even if you decide to take it there, meaning be intimate before that time comes. You should go on at least 8 occasions, not 8 dates, well 8 dates, but 8 different situations. We're gonna say a visit to the house, maybe out to do this, out to do that, maybe to go here, just 8 different situations. That way you get to really see whether a person, I think one of the examples was used, and you guys come in below and tell me whether you think that's where is true. Like, just say if you go somewhere and the parking lot is full and you're trying to find somewhere to park. If that person get frustrated because you can't find nowhere to park? You want to know those things. You want to know that is that person easily to be agitated? Because if they easily be agitated, that means the next person can probably piss them off real easy. I mean, you know, social media can make them mad. They can be on social media thinking somebody living a life they're not. All of that stuff play into a person. They get mad or just by anything agitate them. It's just little things you want to know and see, because people can put on a facade, man, when up front, man, and put on this thing just like people go hard, man. I'm a guy, so I got to speak about what guys experience when, you know, they see a woman going hard up front when they first started dating them. You know, all the right panties get worn, all the right clothes get worn, you get talked to with so much respect. Even though I'm a guy that's willing to earn respect, I think respect is key. I think respect is everything. That's for another episode. But you know, those things just stick with the person. So I think it's important. I agree. I concur with what she said. She think you should go on 8 different situations before you really just start taking that person serious, because people can put on all of the things can go right in that situation. Like I said, a woman can be putting on, I lost track there for a second. A woman can be doing all the things right, man. And next thing you know, once she feel like she got you locked in and the stuff is good to you, now here it comes. Now here comes the, you know, the kind of handling you. You're not getting the utmost respect like you do. Your word ain't what it was. You know, it ain't as powerful as it was before. And it's almost like, okay, at that point, a man decide, okay, I'm just gonna keep her around and just keep hitting this until it unravel, or whether we gonna stop and have a real conversation on why I'm feeling some type of way about the actions that has changed in this situation. It go both ways. Guy is Romeo. I've been told, I've always been a guy that like to be straight up. That's why we got straight facts on this episode, on this platform. Straight facts, spitting straight facts. But I've always been a person, man, that just like be up front when I meet a person. And I've been told, man, you're not nice, you're not the nicest. If I can get a person to like who I really am up front, then that means they really like me, and I ain't gotta pretend to be somebody I'm not. I repeat that. If I can be the person that I really am, and I can get that person to like who I really am up front, that means I don't have to pretend to be somebody I'm not. So that simply means that I'm not gonna be Romeo. I'm not gonna be the person that bringing the roses and stuff. If that ain't a character that I developed coming up to say, hey man, to be a charmer as a man, then I'm not gonna do that, because I know I ain't gonna keep that going. So let me be something that I know I'm gonna be, which is myself. That way I can wake up and just truly be who I am every day, and this person love me to death because of it. That's what I wanna be. I don't wanna put on a facade. So if me being real up front, maybe a woman can look at it like, okay, he's being real. I wanna hear something that I wanna hear. I wanna hear something that's gonna make me feel good about what I'm dealing with. That's something else too. Actions never lie. Just understand that. The actions of a person could never tell you wrong. I'm mostly talking to the ladies when I say that, because we can get so tied up sometimes into what a person says out of their mouth. Think about it. A person can say anything out of their mouth. Anything. But can a person do anything they say they're gonna do? Can they stand on anything they say they're gonna, or can they stick with anything they say that they're gonna do? Can they do that? That is so hard to do. It's so hard to follow up on something you said. Those are the things you look for when you're dealing with a person. I'm not a person that's afraid. I'm a man, but I'm not a person that's afraid of a person that I don't know where they're steering me to. You know why? Because I'm following their actions. They can tell me they love me 1,000 times. Do I feel like they love me? It's my concern. Are they doing things that say they love me? It's my concern. Are they showing caring actions towards me that let me know, man, that person really care about me? That's my concern. That's what I'm looking at. That's a trait I think a woman should carry on too, if she really taking what she's seeking serious. Right now, it don't seem serious. I just feel like it's a joke. If a guy willing to talk to me, hey, I use him for what he's worth. That's kind of the message in the air right now, which is why guys are kind of falling back. They're saying, because if a guy make the commitment to step to a woman and start talking to her, guess what? She get to narrate how she want that situation to go. Because remember, you're interested in her. She didn't say she had an interest in you. So ladies, I just think men are kind of aware of that. Like if they feel like if they step to you, then you get to narrate the situation, and the man at the end of the day, he may be a real one. He may be a real man. I know you guys may be experiencing little boys. I don't know what it is. Put it out there. Come in me below and let me know what the problem is. Maybe I'm wrong and off track here. But if we talking about real men, real things, and trying to get real situations out of what we're talking about, yeah, you have to live in that reality to get real results. Doggone well, what's ghetto name we like to use, Pookie Ray Ray. You hear that, everybody use Pookie Ray Ray. Everybody can relate. You know for a fact that it's going to be things that they come with that just not going to align with the things they say. You know this. So if we making poor choices from the beginning, so that's why it's important. I think, I'm saying it's important, I think, to go on 8 occasions. That's a long time, yeah. That's a big commitment. Because what she's saying that more than likely, man or woman, she mostly saying the woman won't make it past her 4th, because there's going to be some shady stuff or something going on that by the 4th event, something going to go wrong that you don't like about her. Something she going to do or something like that. And I'm saying it go both ways. It's something that person is going to do, whether they on their phone too much, whether all they care about is what's going on with them. Something I think you're going to see when it comes to that person. So y'all comment me below, man. Tell me, do you think, well, do Love Dorsey have a point on, do you think it's necessary to go on 8 different occasions before you really consider taking somebody serious for dating? You know, so be sure to like this video. Be sure to share it. It's your boy Feast, straight facts. To the next episode. Peace.